All right. All right. Okay, can we call the meeting to order with the Pledge of Allegiance, please? The Pledge of Allegiance.
The flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, thank you and welcome to the October regular meeting of most of the Greencastle School Board. We have a short staff tonight here, but first thing on the agenda is adjustments to the agenda. Mr. Gibney.
Yeah, so I would like to add item 8G, and that would be to move the November board meeting date from November 27th to November 20th due to Thanksgiving break. That'll allow adequate time for board packet preparation to take place, and it also helps a little bit with our December board meeting date being a little bit earlier in the month as well.
So November 27th to the 20th?
That would be correct.
Okay. Can I get a motion to approve the adjustments? So moved.
Second.
Okay, a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion passes. Next item on the agenda is public comments regarding tonight's agenda items. Do you have any comments? Okay, hearing none, moving on. Next item on the agenda is recognitions. Mr. Gibney.
Yep, so we'll begin with recognitions here. Mr. McHugh is ill today, so we have Mrs. Hill representing Deer Meadow.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Hill. This is Abigail Newman. She has been recommended by multiple staff members this year so far for Student of the Month, so we're super proud of her. But I want to read a little bit about what some of our adults have said, okay? It says, Abby has shown herself to be courteous, kind, and respectful towards teachers, staff, and peers. Abby always has a smile and a good morning for everyone in the building. She is respectful and kind to the students as well. When asked to help, she is always eager to do whatever is asked of her. And Abby is always one of my first ones that I go to to be like a peer helper too. So we're super proud of Abby and congratulations for it.
Yeah, and we have our photo. Parents and students want to go down the hallway, and you're welcome to come back in after the photo. We also recognize that being a school night, you may need to get your student home. Mr. Roberts, Ridpath.
Hello. I am excited to have Miss Millie Deer here with me. She is our September Students of the Month at Ridpath. And I'm going to read some words that Mrs. Hayes, her second grade teacher, wrote about her. Millie is a great second grader. She loves to learn. She works hard. She loves to laugh and have fun and is an amazing helper. She volunteers to help others in so many ways. She will tie shoes for students that are still learning, lend a hand to clean up, even if she didn't make the mess. She shares kind and calm words when someone is having a hard day, and she's always willing to help others with their work when they are struggling. She's an outstanding member of our class, and we're so proud to have her at Ridpath for our Student of the Month.
Mrs. Eldridge.
Kirsten, would you say your last name?
It's kind of tough.
Kirsten was recommended by the fifth grade teacher, Mrs. Mitchell, and also seconded by other staff members. So it was a really difficult choice. with the TV Student Men's Recommendation for the board. But Pearson has shown that he can do his best, not only when it's easy, but also when he's faced with challenges and adversity. So he's got great perseverance and we're very proud of him.
Mrs. Alvis.
Oh, sorry.
Mrs. Clements?
So we have Nadia Wagner here. She is popping over here because she is working on the High School Musical. So she's busy schedule. So thank you guys for making that happen. We had tons of our entire 7th grade staff said she's high achieving academic student, band member who's always kind to her classmates. She is helpful, goes out of her way to help everyone. She always is enjoyable and a happy demeanor. She is outgoing and positive in the classroom, and she's a pleasure to have in our building. Nadia.
Mrs. Goodpaster?
The high school would like to recognize Grace Long. Grace was nominated by Mrs. Perrin for the character trait of responsibility. Grace is an asset to the GHS in many ways. She's a responsible student inside and out of the classroom. She always steps up when is needed. She's often there to help solve problems. Throughout rehearsal of the musical, Grace has worn many hats, and she's a one-of-a-kind student. And I will say the 2 times I've had to, well, a couple of times I've had to fill in for music or French. Grace happens to be in the room and takes over. And love that. Those are 2 of my weaknesses. So we'd like to recognize Grace.
And then not necessarily a student recognition, but I want to recognize our Alumni Association. They've been working with our school system, specifically our high school, to help develop school spirit. And so if you'd like to come forward and make a few comments.
For you that don't know me, I'm John Booth. I'm currently the president of the Greencastle Alumni, and the Greencastle Alumni has been around since 1993. And we've given out several scholarships. But along with the scholarships, we want to be more involved with the students. We just recently helped out with some spirit shirts, donated money, helped pass them out. And we wanted to come and let the school board know that the Greencastle alumni are out here and we're trying to plan different events to help our students. Now, are any of you familiar with a program that Karen Haven runs? It's called the Haven College Career Services. We had taken this to the school a few months ago now, and I understand it was in the hands of Adam
Mr. McMickle?
McMickle. Yeah, Adam McMickle.
Yep.
And I had not heard back from it, so we thought we'd come and present the information to the school board for them to look over. Have just a small 1-page, actually 2 pages, if I may.
Yeah,
Sure.
you can give it to us. Yeah.
This is the pricing breakdown.
Thank you.
And you notice on here that it all totals $4,500 as a cost per year, but it's been discounted, so it would only cost
Thank you, John.
$1,500. Oh, yeah. But the $1,500 a year would be what the alumni would pick up.
Okay.
There would be no cost to the school. They would have to facilitate Ms. Stevens to come in, either workshops from there again. All these workshops are not included in the price, but you can see what is, and it's just college prep.
Mhm.
help the kids figure out scholarships, day trips, what have you. And we'd like to see this implemented in the school, and we are willing to pay. We just need to get the ball rolling on it. Speak of which, currently, we have been involved in the airport appreciation days, just to get out and meet and greet people. Always looking for new members, always looking for new people to help out on the board, as sure any board in Putnam County can attest to. But along with me today, I have Kathy Lowry. No, Kathy, yeah, if I could focus on. And Jane Hanson and Anita Barr Minotti, all currently board members. Would anybody like to add anything? Anita, come up, Anita. Anita does so much for us, and wants. Well, that's okay. Anita does so much for us, she's always willing to volunteer for anything, even if she doesn't know what it is.
The only thing I would like to add is we are struggling to get recognition from the school. And we'd like to know what we can do to get that recognition to help more.
And we are talking about the high school. We're
Yes,
totally
The high
about the high school.
yes, at the high school. In other words, when we try to do something, it seems like we get a roadblock, that the school is not behind us. We'd like to get the school, the high school involved with us, so when they get out, they can be alumni. I mean, I know over the years, things have changed, but still, there's a lot of things that we could help with if we had the backing of the school.
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
and there again, we're looking for things to do. We're looking for that shirt that needs to be bought, or somebody that needs some help. You know, anything that we can do to help is what we would want to help with.
Sure.
And just wanted to let us kind of come in and say hello and get to know you, and put some faces with the names.
Okay. Well, we certainly do appreciate it. And
Yep.
We will.
We'll make sure you get a
We will
response
look into
too.
that.
Yep.
All right. Well,
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Thanks for what you do. Okay, next item on the agenda is the approval of the consent agenda, which consists of regular board meeting minutes from September 25th, 2023, the allowance of claims, the financial report, and personnel reports part 1 and 2, which are found on the website and the door to the boardroom. Mrs. Rome?
Yes. Hello, everyone. First in our packet tonight, we've got 3 regular payrolls. 2 times a year, we have 3 payrolls, and September was one of those months. So the first payroll was dated September 1st for a total payroll of $467,634.90. And along with that payroll came the taxes, retirement. Total on that payroll, $131,970.61. Second payroll was dated 9/15 for a total payroll of $480,957.16. And the taxes and retirement on that payroll was $133,954.98. And then the third and final payroll for September was dated the 29th for $474,731.14. And the taxes and retirement for that payroll were $147,50.98. Excuse me, that is incorrect. Yeah, no, that is correct. I'm sorry. That is correct. $147,50.98. My bifocal kind of failed me for a second. Sorry. Old lady proms. Were there any questions about the payrolls for September? Okay, we're going to go ahead and move on to some prepays. If you had a chance to take a look at any of the prepays, did anyone have any questions? We had several this month, as you could see.
Nothing stood out to me to ask.
No? Okay. Total for prepays for September 2023, $313,067.72. And then we have a list of claims that are dated today, October 23rd, 2023. Looking through here, there's nothing unusual on this list, but happy to answer any questions if you would like any clarification on any claims from this month. No? Total claims for today, October 23rd, 2023 is $411,793.65. And then we'll go ahead and move on to the fund report. The balance in education fund, the end of September, was $3,444,112.83. Balance the end of September 2023 in operations, $895,982.87. The final page for the fund report is going to be, you'll see page 5. Total in all funds is $7,699,950.62. Next in the packet is going to be the top depository statement showing the balance in all banks to all funds. You'll see that those balance to the penny. And then next in your packet, you're going to see the fund transfer report. Nothing unusual on these transfers. It's just the usual for school lunch, education to ops, and then of course just a transfer from one bank to another, which we normally have to pay for our regular claims. Total on that was $713,059.40. And if we're ready to wrap up here, the last thing that's going to be in your finance packet is going to be expenditures for the bonds. Bond 2021, total expenditures well, I'll tell you, I'm struggling today. I can't see. I think I need to clean my glasses. Total for 2021 is going to be at the end of September 2023 is $26,647,143.24. And then you'll see in bond 2022 there were no expenditures during the month of September. So the total balance so far year-to-date expenditures for bond 2022 remain at $3,945,751.97. And pending any questions and my ability to read my paperwork, I would like to submit for approval.
Okay. Any questions, comments? Okay, hearing none. All in favor of approving the consent agenda?
Make a motion to be approved.
Second.
Okay, a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Motion or all opposed? Motion passes. Next item on the agenda is reports, and first is the Greencastle Teachers Association report. Good evening.
Hi there, everybody. No big news to report with this GCTA and board meeting. I am happy to say, though, that we are going to start our negotiations tomorrow as far as the teacher contract is concerned. Looking forward to positive experience with that. Maybe a bit long, but positive. So other than that, though, we're looking forward to presenting our teacher nominees for you for October. We'll start that in November. And other than that, no news is good news.
Okay, thanks. Next item is the Assistant Superintendent report.
Hello. So I'm just going to share an announcement that we are going to be partnering with JAG Indiana beginning next school year. So JAG is Jobs for America's Graduates, and we've met with our person there with the high school administrative staff as well as the middle school. Because one of the fabulous things is that we will be the very first middle school in Indiana to have a JAG program. So they do not have any middle schools yet in our state, so we're going to be the first ones. JAG has been around in Indiana since 2006, and Governor Holcomb announced 2 weeks ago that he wants to increase the number of programs in Indiana schools from 125 to 250. And so we grasped onto that. And in the high school, it's a multi-year program. We're focusing on our juniors and our seniors. It's going to help develop career readiness, life skills, and post-graduation activities. And one of the perks is that the JAG specialist actually works with the student for 1 year after graduation. Because often that time can be where, if they're not being successful, if they choose the college route or in the job, they can be somebody who's a support for that person and for those students. And then for the middle school, since it's brand new, we're kind of making it as we go along with our JAG partners, but it's really going to focus on transitioning those students to high school. So really giving them skills on organization, the importance of school, what type of career are they looking into, how can their high school classes help impact that or help get them there. And they also will work with the student as a freshman. They'll meet with them 4 times a year their freshman year to make sure that that transition is going smoothly. So we are really excited about this partnership and to see what it's going to look like next year.
We've been trying for about a year now a little over a year to try and bring this program to Greencastle. At one time we did have a program. So we can definitely see the benefits of the mentorship and the funding that we received from the Department of Workforce Development. Helps pay for these staff members in our schools. So it's totally a win-win for Greencastle and our students.
Great, thank you.
That's all I have.
Next is the superintendent's report, Mr. Gibbons.
Yeah, so just a couple of items this month, brief items. Obviously, we're meeting with GCTA tomorrow for negotiations. Looking forward to another positive session with them. Have started to begin work on the master calendar for next school year. So it's my goal to have a proposal for the board to approve at our November meeting. Don't really expect any major changes moving forwards. And then recently, obviously, we recently approved our foundational statements. The board approved our mission and vision and core beliefs. And so we've continued that work with our staff and are moving forwards with developing goals and priorities. And so we're really excited to continue to move forward and use that work to develop our long-range strategic plan for the district. That's all I have for this month.
Okay, very good, thank you. Next item on the agenda is old business, and we have no old business. So it brings us to new business, and the first item is an approval request for the adoption of the capital projects plan, school bus replacement plan, and the 2024 budget-related resolutions.
Yep.
Mr. Gibbons.
Yeah, so we've met all statutory guidelines, deadlines, worked through the county council to adopt our 2024 budget. And essentially, this is the last step in completing that process. And so it would be my recommendation that the board approve those items as presented.
Is this basically the same plan that we've been following for the last 3 years?
The capital projects plan, it's a
Yeah.
continuation of the things that we've completed and the things that we'd like to complete.
Thank you.
Okay, can I get a motion to approve the 3 plans?
So moved.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Next item is an approval request for the disposition of surplus property, being weight room equipment and cafeteria tables.
Yep. So just obviously, given the upgrades, we're going to have some equipment that we want to declare as surplus, and then we will work to dispose of according to our board policies through a sale. Could potentially be sealed bids. We definitely are going to find a way to see if there's any other schools that can make use of these items, and it would be nice to recoup a little bit of funds as well. So it would be my recommendation that the board approve this request as presented.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to get rid of the surplus property. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Third item under new business is the approval request for JAG of Indiana. First being the middle school partnership between Vincennes University and GCSC, and the high school, the partnership commitment between Western Indiana Workforce Development Board and GCSC. Should give me.
Yeah, so we've already kind of shared a lot of the different information about the JAG programs, and this is an exciting opportunity for our kids and our community. And so it's just the formal time to approve moving forwards in these partnerships. And so I'd make the recommendation that the board approve these partnerships.
I'll make a motion this approval be made, approved, please.
Second.
I'm sorry.
Okay, sounds good to me. Have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Next item on the agenda is an approval request for a new athletic corporate sponsor in Myers Market for the amount of $1,000.
So moved.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Jeff, do you know how many corporate athletic sponsors there are now?
I'm not sure, but I can work on getting a count. I know we definitely have a lot of support from our community.
It seems like every month we're approving a few new ones.
Yes, we are. I'll see if Mr. Greenlee can get us a count.
Yeah, I appreciate that. So it's nice. Okay, next item, equally as easy to approve, is an approval request for some donations, all being from the Mary Allison Trust Fund. First one to Greencastle High School for $4,799.25. The next from Mary Allison's Trust, Children's Trust, to Greencastle Middle School for $2,873, and a third being from Mary Allison Children's Trust to Ridpath Primary in the amount of $735.34.
Make a motion be approved.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes, and very much appreciated. Next item on the agenda is the second reading and approval of several Neola policies, the ones we had first reading of last meeting. Does anyone have any questions or comments on the new Neola policy changes prior to approval?
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Okay, with motion and a second. Any questions or discussion, comments on the changes? Most of these changes were just the very minimal
Wording.
word.
Correct.
So like picking words.
Technical corrections, updates, and all.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
All in favor. I'm sorry. Hearing aids are not good. I am in favor.
Hey, we have vision problems, hearing problems.
Sorry.
We're all good tonight.
Okay, I believe the motion passes. Next, last item on the agenda is an approval request to move the November school board meeting scheduled for November 27th, move it up a week to November 20th, same time, same place.
I'll make a motion that be approved.
Second.
Okay, a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Okay, last item on the agenda is other business. Does anyone have any other business to discuss? Mr. Pierce, any other business?
Yes. Say again.
Any other business?
Yeah, I make a motion, yes. Second.
No, just any other business to discuss.
Okay, sorry.
I have a question for you, Jeff.
Sure.
When, again, remind us of when the new buses, the program will be.
Yeah.
That was coming sometime this fall.
Yep. So the latest update I have, and it's something I touch base with them quite often, is one of our first buses is sitting on their lot in Silver Lake. The other ones are off of the production line, but are still waiting for like a part. So it's not too different than kind of what's out there right now with just the supply chain, and things are delayed. But we are touching base regularly with our sales rep and expect those to eventually make their way to us. I'm just thankful that we purchased them when we did, because had we not, we would be waiting for a long, long time. Yep.
Okay, yeah, I was just curious, I knew that should be happening soon.
Yep.
Okay, anybody else?
So moved.
Next item on the agenda is adjournment.
I make a motion we adjourned.
I'll second.
Okay, a motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. We are adjourned. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Be careful going home, and see you on the 20th of November.